What's up, everybody? We're here preparing for the new moon activation, and we are live. Shalom, aloha, salam, bonjour. So today is the new moon, and for those of you who have been watching these videos weekly for years now, oh my god, for years, we have not missed one, not one. These videos actually have nothing to do with the moon other than we use the moon as a measurement of time. But what the light of the moon is reflecting is the light of the sun, which reflects the light of the one. So whatever's going on with the moon, it's just kind of a reflection of what's going on inside of us. So right now, the new moon is all about going into that darkness of the creative womb. So that's where we're at right now. New beginning, new moon. We are gathering together here now to pull in a message that's going to help us most gracefully navigate the beginning of this cycle we're now entering, this monthly cycle. As always, I'm tuning in live from the magical Sedona, Arizona. And let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. Just drop a comment, let me know where in the world are you. So, as you guys know, every week when we tune in, people come here and meet us from all over the world, and we create this grid of light. With that said, if you have any groups that you think would appreciate this message, if you have a friend or a family member that you think would want to jump in this portal live with us, go ahead and share this right now before we begin. Maybe you'll want to share it afterward. Maybe you want to share it now so that someone can get in live with us. And for those of you who don't always catch these live, you can always find the recording on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/RebeccaMagic. And if you hit subscribe, you will be notified every time a new video like this is uploaded. But I love to see you all live. Thank you for all the love. I see you. Awesome. Minneapolis, Iowa, Florida, Colorado, Kansas. Awesome. Awesome. So good to see you guys. So whenever you're ready, just go ahead and let go of whatever it is you've been carrying all morning or all night, depending on where you are. Whatever thoughts, emotions you've been carrying, maybe all week, all month, something that's heavy, just set it aside. Ask that it be set aside right now so that we can make the most of our energies as we unite to receive this message. If we are filled with other thoughts, if we are filled with heavy emotions, then we cannot open up in the way that we need to right now to receive the fullness of this message. So go ahead and let it go, and then when you're ready, connect to the deck however you know how. And remember, all is mind. The first principle of hermetics is the principle of mentality. So use your imagination. I can't tell you how to connect to the deck, okay? So you can send a thread of light from your inner eye to the deck, maybe from your sacral area to the deck. You could see yourself sitting here with me right now. You can see yourself connecting to everybody who's tuned in right now around the world, holding hands around the globe. Whatever you want to do, just take a second and connect. I want to make sure that we have a good setup here before I begin. Okay, just shuffling you all into the deck. Last cycle was very intense. It was all about letting go of anxiety and pain from recent struggles that we've been through, right? It was all about releasing that so that we could initiate a new beginning. It was all about making sure that we collected our energy so that we could put it into the proper channels, right? This last activation last week was all about not caring about what people think or about what the response is going to be from the outside world, and just turning inward and asking ourselves, who are we really? And then focusing all of our energy on just being that, and knowing that whatever the response was would be absolutely tailor fit for our path. And that's what was up last week. So where are we at now? Thank you, archetypes, faces of the one, in advance for bringing this message to us so that we could together as one, most efficiently, most gracefully, access the incoming energies, the incoming wisdom to move forward together as one. So what's the lesson that we're stepping into for this month? What's going to be our challenge and gift, right? Because it can come either in the form of challenge or gift, and it depends on how we're interacting with this energy. So it can come to us as a challenge and we can transmute it, it becomes the gift, which then acts as a bridge to the future. So what is the challenge and gift that is going to be the bridge into the future of acing whatever challenge has been, whatever trophy is going to be given to us this month? Okay, so the first card is what are we working on this month? What's the lesson? The second card is what's going to be that challenge and gift that helps us get there, the bridge. Okay, I'm just going to start there. So what is the lesson that we're stepping into for this month? Five of Swords. Okay, this is all about, swords are challenges. And this is all about being where we're at, not feeling done, not feeling complete, not feeling satisfied, not feeling fulfilled, getting what we thought we wanted, but realizing that it's not over, it's not done. There's still work to be done. This is not it. We are not yet complete. So this is what we're going to learn this month. The big thing that's popping out to me is, as we go through these realizations of, oh wow, you know what, maybe I need to refine the vision for what I want to manifest. Maybe I got what I wanted and it's not really what I thought it was going to be. As we go through that experience, it's important that we recognize the need to cultivate gratitude for exactly where we're at. Okay, so when you feel those moments of disappointment, oh, I'm not fulfilled, I don't feel complete, remember to not become discouraged. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. Especially when you feel like you want to. Don't. When we get those feelings of, oh man, this is not what I wanted. I thought I wanted this, but this is not it. Don't become discouraged. Use that as fuel to create a new vision that you will move toward. When we feel incomplete, when we feel unsatisfied, it's not the time to give up. It's simply our environment or our reality speaking to us and telling us, time to redirect, time to refine and redirect. It's okay that you feel disappointed. It's okay that you don't feel fulfilled. It's simply because there's more. There's more to do. There's more to experience. And so when you feel like, oh man, this is not feeling as good as I thought, well, there's more goodness to be felt. You just need to refine the vision. You need to keep going. You need to keep creating that vision that you want to move toward. Another thing that's coming up really clearly right now, and please feel free to let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. It definitely resonates with me. That we're going to feel very redirected naturally. That it's going to happen really effortlessly for us. That we're going to be like, whoa, how did I get here? I didn't know that this was what I wanted. Okay, so there's this, on the one side, we're feeling this, oh man, I thought this was what I wanted, right? But on the other side, it's, oh man, I didn't know this is what I wanted. So we're discovering new paths. We're discovering new desires. We're discovering that old desires are not really what we want anymore. So just be open to that mystery. Okay, if your plan isn't working out, if you feel unfulfilled, even if it's something you've been working on for so long, if you don't feel fulfilled in that direction, create a new one, or at least be open to the new ones that are already showing the way for you. Don't turn something down just because it's not what you had been picturing. Don't turn something down because it wasn't a part of the plan. We plan, God laughs, right? Famous quote. We plan and God laughs. don't be so attached to your old plan because it's being redirected. There are pieces to the puzzle that we are just now receiving. We didn't have those pieces before, so we did our best with where we were at, and we created a vision of what we thought we wanted, and now, yeah, we may feel a little disappointed that, I'm actually confused. That's maybe not what I want anymore. And that's because new desires are coming to the surface. If we can be open, we're going to discover that there's more to who we are, that there's more to our vision that we want to manifest. And so on the one end, we can sit there and just be disappointed and all the while not notice the opportunities that are knocking right now. Or we can open up to the opportunities that are knocking right now and waste less time crying over spilled milk, or waste less time over being disappointed that our plan didn't work out. Come on, we know by now that, again, we plan, God laughs. Spend less time being disappointed about what didn't work out, and spend more time being excited and welcoming those things that are now going to fill that space, that are better than you could have imagined. Because the fact is, whatever is happening to us is happening to us for a reason. And whatever is not happening to us is not happening to us for a reason. So how can we let go of our disappointments? How can we not become stuck with what didn't go our way? And how can we just recollect our energies, right? Sort of like he's picking up the swords, these are like the pieces of our minds all over the place, okay? How can we just gather our thoughts, gather everything back together and keep going? Don't fool yourself. Don't give up. Just because something is not fulfilling and you thought it would be, doesn't mean it's over. It's never over. That's the thing. If something didn't work out, it's because something better is going to fill the space. So be excited about that. And what's the biggest challenge as we move through this? So we have a 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5. 4 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Okay, right away I hear a message. It might be hard to keep going to invoke that feeling of inspiration to keep going, because we feel that what we're losing is something very precious to us, okay? Whatever it is we feel we're losing, whatever it is we feel, oh my God, I'm actually not satisfied with this thing. It's something that we built a lot of energy up around for a long time. It's something that we thought was going to be it. We thought that something that is not going our way right now, we thought that was going to be the thing. And we have to not be so attached. Again, we have to know that whatever is coming is going to be better than whatever we could have planned. So the challenge is remembering that something better is on its way, first of all. And second of all, that whatever experience you thought was going to bring you this foundation of happiness, it's not it. It's not it. The real foundation of happiness is within. This is Wands, so it's fire. It's the suit of spirit. And it's foundation, it's structure, it's stability. And maybe you thought, right, for example, that you were going to find this perfect person and that was going to be your success, right? Check it out. Victorious. Yeah, I'm with this person and it feels so good. And that's going to be the best thing ever for my life. And then it was taken from me and I'm like, oh no, everything sucks, right? And that's just one really common example, okay? But for anyone who's watching this right now, what does that represent to you? What was the vision that you were hoping to manifest that you thought was gonna be it? Well, it's not. Because what is it, the ultimate thing, foundation that cannot be taken from you, is within. So it's important to go inward and remember what your real foundation is. Be true to that. Be true to that. Focus on the virtues. Focus on embodying a virtuous frequency. We are here to actualize the light of the virtues. We are literally instruments for the original emanation of light to come through and make magic in this world. That's really why we're here. These two people here they're metaphorical. They're representing aspects of yourself. In fact, every character within the tarot is just representing some facet of you. You are the one. So how can you bring it back to center and remember that these two are representing your polarities, your parts within. And we're here to unite those. And when we do that, that is true success. That is true victory. That is our true foundation. Only when we can unite the pieces within the one, that is you, do we have that successful foundation to then build a future. Whatever that entails, whatever your vision is, whether it's partnership or getting that new home or that job or whatever your vision is, if you don't have this going on inside of you, if you don't have that unity taking place within, that harmony taking place within, then you don't have the proper foundation to move ahead. And you will keep on being disappointed. And you will keep lamenting over what was lost. And you will focus so much on the disappointment of not getting what you want, not feeling fulfilled, that you'll never be able to move toward a new opportunity for fulfillment. So this is the challenge this month. No matter what you're losing or gaining, remember the thing within that is unchanging. Because everything in this world changes. The only thing that's unchanging is the part of you that is connected to the original light of creation. And so if you can remember that as you move through the challenge of this month, feeling unfulfilled, but knowing it's all in divine order. And even in those moments of feeling let down, feeling disappointed, feeling unfulfilled, bringing it back to center and reminding yourself, yeah, it's all perfect. And as long as I maintain awareness of the pieces within myself and continue to unite them, continue to be the vessel for their harmonious unification and synergistic expression through me, as long as I do that, I have it all. I have the foundation. And whether my dream, my true dream manifests this month or next year, it won't matter because I'm feeling fulfilled now because I have this foundation now. My happiness and my contentment, my spirituality, my divine connection, that cannot be taken from me. So although there may be disappointments in life, there are losses and gains. There is so much that happens in a single day. And although there are those ups and downs, I'm feeling stable with my purpose of maintaining a healthy body, a healthy mind, so that I can be the best instrument for the actualization of the light of the virtues. Oh my God, I feel so fulfilled knowing that that can't be taken from me. No one can take away from that process. And even amidst the struggles, the ups and the downs, this process is an ever upward cycle, spiraling upward. Even when I feel my lowest and I feel completely just shattered and everything I wanted was just broken or thrown in the garbage. The relationships, the job, the whatever you can think of on this material plane that we could possibly want. Even when it's all taken from us, this cannot be taken from us. Even in the pain, we can still do the work. Especially in the pain, we can still do the work. When we're feeling unfulfilled, that's our time to say, whoa, hold on, let me just come back to gratitude for who I am, for this planet, for each other, for my mission, for my purpose, for the fact that no one can take this away from me. So despite feeling unfulfilled on this material plane, I'm gonna actually use that as a flag to call in my conscious awareness. To say, wow, although I'm feeling unfulfilled right now because I didn't manifest what I thought I needed to manifest, I'm just bringing my energy back in and I'm reminding myself to be grateful. Even be grateful that that thing didn't happen. Not only don't be upset that it didn't go your way, but be grateful that it didn't go your way because it's going God's way, because it's going by the way of the Creator always. And until you really get to this point of trusting that, until you really get to this place of awareness, 100% faith that all is in divine order, not just this is in divine order, not just that, this and that is in divine order, but all things are in divine order, that nothing can be outside of that. When you really get to this place, that's when you've solidified this foundation. That's when you are unmovable. That's when your faith is grounded in. That's when you are a spirit in your body, spirit embodied. But until you have that absolute trust that all things are in divine order, that there's not a single thing outside of it, until you have that, you may find yourself getting stuck for longer periods of time amidst the disappointments of life. When things don't go your way, when you're feeling unfulfilled, you may waste more energy lamenting over it. Cultivating doubt, which is not going to do you any good, because then what happens is you form thought programs around this doubt, and then that doubt kind of coattails on every one of your new thoughts that you form. And then it's like hidden there, and you won't be able to find it, and that's when you have to do more work, deeper work. So why pile that work on, right? Until we get to this place of absolute trust that everything is in divine order, and embrace when things don't go our way, right? Instead of throwing a tantrum, until we get to that place, we will waste time and energy being disappointed that things didn't go our way, doubting the divine plan, cultivating fear, and then manifesting it. Why do this? Why go through this? Why not, in this moment, identify what is it that I feel so disappointed about in my life right now? What is it? Find out, meditate on it, write it down. Today's the new moon. Let's do this work, okay? What is it that you feel so disappointed about in your life right now? Big or small, whatever it is. You know what it is. It's coming up now. Write it down. Get it out. And then when you face that thing, how can you face it? And ask yourself, why is this Creator's plan for me? Because it is. Because if you're watching this right now, you're one of those people who understands that there is such a thing as divine order, that there is a pattern back of all things. It's time to fully accept this now. It's time to find where in your programming there is conflicting information with this ultimate truth back of all things. So ask yourself, what are you disappointed about in your life right now? And then how can you begin to see it as a part of God's plan? To begin to let go of the resentment you're carrying for yourself or for others involved in the situation you're disappointed about. Maybe even resentment for Creator, because guess what? If you're resenting a part of yourself or someone else, which is still a part of self, then you're resenting a part of the one, which is the Creator. So you got to let go of that. You got to let go of that. So write it down today. Today's the day to make space. What is this thing that you feel so disappointed about in your life? And how can you accept it into your heart and into your mind as a part of the divine plan unfolding? Where are you angry in your life? What are you angry about? What are you sad about? What are you disappointed about? Write it down and make peace with it, knowing that there is nothing outside of divine order. And may that open up Pandora's box for you so that you can go deep into your psyche, deep into your subconscious, to find whatever else is lingering there that is conflicting with your ability to walk in awareness that all things are a part of the divine plan. As you move through your day today, right? Outwardly and inwardly. Remain aware. Be in the observer's perspective and ask yourself, how am I thinking? How am I speaking? How am I behaving? Or how am I receiving the thinking, speaking, or behaviors of others that is causing a conflict with my ability to carry consistently the awareness that everything is in divine order? Where am I not exhibiting belief of this truth? Because it's time to fully accept it. Either accept it or throw it out. We can't be doing this in between. We cannot be doing this in between. We either accept that all things are a part of divine order, regardless of our judgment of them as good or bad, or throw that shit out the window. What are you doing? There's no point to half-ass believe it. In fact, there's really no point to half-ass believe anything. That's ultimately why we're here, is to be in harmony with mind and body, right? One of the 4 agreements, be impeccable with your word. We're here to act on what we say, on what we think, to align thoughts and actions. When we align mind and body, right? It's like, say this is your mind and this is body, and they're like different frequencies, right? The goal is to bring them into resonance, and then they merge, creating that space in the center for spirit to enter. Space in the center for spirit to enter. Mind, body, space in the center for spirit to enter. Can you remember that? Somebody write that down. Space in the center for spirit to enter. But if the mind and the body don't have that resonance, there's no space for the spirit to enter, you see? This is really referring to the original capstone of the pyramid, right? The mother, father, God, the triangle, the mother, father, holy child, you know, whatever. This is what we're referring to here. We have the ability to access that frequency just with what we've got right here, right now, with my mind, with my body, with nothing else. I don't need anything else. I can sit here and I can meditate and I can bring my mind into harmony with my body. I can bring my thoughts into resonance with my body, and I can create a space for my spirit to enter. I don't need anything else to do that. There's nothing outside of myself I need to do this. And we are all here to do this. So, how can you bring your thoughts into alignment with your body? Okay, if there's inner conflict, there's going to be outer conflict that reflects that. So we need to be 100% down with whatever programs we're accepting, right? We need to have conviction in all of our decisions. We can't sort of kind of believe something, or sort of kind of believe this thing, but then also sort of kind of believe this thing, that actually they make no sense together. That's conflict. That's conflict. We need to be 100% clear on every thought that we are accepting into our programming. On every word that we're speaking, we need to be 100% clear that we stand by those words we're speaking. We're not here to speak bullshit. We're not here to waste our precious energy on words that are not going to be for the highest good of us all as one. Even with humor, there's so much pointless sarcasm in humor. We can actually use humor and even sarcasm at times for the highest good. Even humor can be used in a way that serves. That's really why we're here. Our pleasures are supposed to be one with the highest good. That's really why we're here. We're not here to really eat artificial things and bullshit that's fake but tastes nice. It's an illusion. We're here to eat beautiful, fresh foods that also taste really good. We're here to enjoy this life in a way that also serves us, serves our bodies, serves our mind, serves the collective. We're here to purify our desires so that our pleasures are also feeding the Creator. So that when we receive pleasure and direct it toward the Creator, the Creator is pleased. The one, the whole that we're all a part of is pleased. So we need to be 100% in alignment. Whatever you believe it 100%. Whatever thoughts are happening inside, watch them. Make sure that they should be there. Make sure that they should be there. Whatever words you're speaking, speak them with conviction. Be aligned within so that you are aligned without. And the reason I'm saying this is because we were just talking about the need to believe 100% that everything is in divine order. Remember that. It's not sometimes, it's always. So what information are you carrying that's conflicting with this programming, and how can you work on that? We need to be 100%. And just to give you guys a little tip on how you can begin the process of refining what thoughts you're taking in and refining the way you speak, right? To do all that, an excellent archetype to call upon, who is in all of us, both men and women, is the high priestess. She represents the vessel or container for the balance within. She's the gatekeeper. She's the watcher, the awareness. And the reason why it's a woman, the high priestess, and I say she's in all of us, men and women, The reason she is a feminine archetype is because this archetype is addressing our feminine polarity. So it has to do with intuition. It has to do with our emotions. It's more feeling than thinking. Okay, so for all of us, for men and women, it's your feeling nature. It's tuning inward. And in doing that, remaining aware of that balance within and protecting it. As we're receiving thoughts, emotions, vibrations, frequencies from our environment, we are being that gatekeeper to make sure, okay, I'll let this thought come in. Oh no, we're not going to let that thought come in. Okay, this one's good. Let's let it in. Okay, not that one. Okay, so you could take your high priestess card out. You could print out a picture of her. You could put it on your altar. Men and women. Again, she's in all of us. And remember, she's the one that's going to help you maintain this balance within. She's the one that's going to help you remember. You'll never find it without unless you find it within. Right? One of my favorite quotes, if what you seek you find not within, you shall never find without. She is the one that will help you right now to make sure that you're aligning your thoughts with your words, with your actions. Until you do that, there will be inner conflict and it will result in outer conflict. All right, you guys, we had a 4 and a 5, 4 of wands, 5 of swords. Don't be so disappointed. Don't get so caught up on the things that don't work out in the way you thought they would. Remember, we plan, God laughs. Remember, your real foundation is in the unification of the many within the one that is you. There is nothing more important than you maintaining awareness that you are the vessel and the gatekeeper to protect this inner balance. No one else can do that for you. That is our real foundation, and that can never be taken from you. So even when you go through the disappointments and you feel unfulfilled in life, bring it back to center, bring it back to gratitude, that this process that's happening inside of you, this balancing act, is really what it's about. So whether you're feeling disappointed or fulfilled, whether you feel you're losing something in life or you're gaining something, that process can never be taken from you. So remember to bring it back there, especially in your moments of pain, especially when you're feeling unfulfilled, you're feeling let down. Remember, it's a learning experience so that you can return to that center and apply what you're learning to that balancing act. Stay with the contentment. No one can take this from you. You are the keeper of the balance within. Thank you guys for joining me in this new moon activation, for opening up this portal. If you have any friends or family you think could benefit from this message, please go ahead and share it with them. Maybe you're a part of a meditation group on Facebook or some kind of light worker group, Starseed, whatever it is. Go ahead and share it if you feel called. And thank you all for your amazing messages. I woke up today to a bunch of messages from you letting me know that you received my book and that you've been enjoying it, and that makes my heart so happy. It makes my heart so happy. I can't wait to write more books for you guys. If you're new to these activations, my book is called The Royal Path, Activating the Archetypal Alliance Within. It's a book about how to access the wisdom of the tarot from inside of yourself, not from a deck of cards. So if this interests you, go ahead and private message me, leave a comment, let me know that you're interested in hearing more. I also have the class on the Major Arcanum, aka the Trump cards, all recorded. So we have cards 0 through 22, and all classes are about 60 to 90 minutes long. Super affordable course that's loaded with information. So if you want to hear more, also go ahead and private message me. And for those of you who have been asking about my Minor Arcanum course, that's going to be awesome. I'm becoming increasingly more excited to share this with you guys. So if you have an interest in joining me on this journey with the Minor Arcanum, we will be going into the elementals. We'll be going into the different lessons within each of the suits. It's going to be deep. So if you're interested in this, again, private message me and let me know. Happy Tuesday. Have an amazing week. I'll see you guys in my private group, Shabbat Crew, on Friday. I always share in this group every Friday night or Thursday night to prepare you ahead of time on the current Torah story and the mystical import of that story. So that, again, that's called Shabbat Crew. It's my group, my private group on Facebook, having to do with Jewish mysticism and Kabbalah. I also have another private group, you guys, called The Royal Path. And it's where we meet and talk about archetypal awareness and archetypal actualization. So go ahead and join my group if you want to be on that journey with us and share your wisdom. Much love, shalom, aloha, thank you again. See you soon. Peace.